illnesses would be attended to at the medical consultation in the Syria Valley. Children and adults awaited their one-on-one consultation with the doctors. Sorry. Okay, sorry, it's getting a bit hot. Oh, I hate that. Okay. Children and adults awaited their one-on-one consultation with the doctors. Walking around the room where the patients were waiting, I could see rashes that dramatically discolored the skin, large skin growths, red and puffy skin rashes, and children with chunks of hair missing from their heads. During the medical consultation, the ministry didn't take any blood samples from the residents. Instead, medical notes containing names of medications, soaps, and creams, including Vaseline, Nivea, and Dove soap, were given to those that were seen by the doctors. Sorry. It's a bit cold outside, so you know my skin is getting a bit chapped. Okay. Meanwhile, there's this medical note that's given to one of the residents recommending a treatment for the patient's skin problems. Number 1, bath soap, Dove or Nivea. 2, Liberderm. Many locals received medical notes very similar to this. Only a few residents, much fewer than the 28 who are known to have heavy metals in their blood, were given references on their medical notes that the health problem was caused by exposure to heavy metals. One man that suffers from severe skin rashes around his stomach and torso was given a medical note saying that his health problems are caused by metals in his blood and that further tests are needed. Unfortunately, this man will have to pay for his own transportation and costs to have these tests done, a process that he probably can't afford. These people of Syria Valley need blood tests and medical diagnosis and need to receive the proper medical care for their health problems caused by the San Martin mine. The public ministry also must release the results of the blood tests taken in 2007. Goldcorp's San Martin mine is scheduled to close at the end of 2009. However, Goldcorp still denies that their operations are connected to the illnesses in that local population. Numerous deaths of animals and presence of arsenic and cyanide that have been found in the local water sources. The Goldcorp annual shareholder meeting is scheduled to be held in Vancouver, Canada on May 22, 2009. The shareholders will be told by a community member from the Syria Valley all about the problems his people have been forced to deal with since Goldcorp started its operations there 9 years ago. And so this is the author of the article speaking. And no, Nivea skin cream, Vaseline, and Dove soap will not cure the illnesses that the people of the Syria Valley are suffering as a result of Canadian-owned Goldcorp's San Martin mine. And Goldcorp actually has its offices here in Vancouver, its headquarters. Nor will they stop the animals from dying, replenish the contaminated water supply, nor regenerate the trees and vegetation that populated the area before Goldcorp plowed it all to the ground. So that's a found poem. From Rights Action, and specifically from Karen at Rights Action. So. How apropos, actually, that, that Catherine's book is about a photographer and / mining camp cookhouse worker. I mean, you know, talk about same wavelength, hey? What I didn't realize when I wrote this book was that it was all about this. So, what exactly does it take for people in Vancouver to connect with people in Guatemala, in Honduras, to all the places where Vancouver and Canadian and global mining money goes into? Canadian pension plans, those are invested in Goldcorp. You know, we're not just talking about donations to universities here. Okay, so what's it take? A few of us, once nearby, are out, far away, dwell in the apt. They are us, as aliens are us, their colors ours, as planetary as skin is. Our wills are not written for us, but others, on others. A few of us will speak for most of us, as was always the case. What issues from us should be ours. We are unique, aren't I? One sees oneself not as one is, but as others. One can only do as one does, and yet we make do, go on, as if our mining companies are us. They are us. Over and over, they are us. They're shovels. They are us, aren't they? Or aren't us, are they? This us is our art, is us and isn't. As worldly as our kin are, many of us may no longer be amongst us. Some of us are uneasy, as brief as our brushes might be. Running in the family is the capacity to bruise over a long time. Naturally, you try to heal. Harm should, at best, be small enough to mistake. The eye, whose vision is touch, never sees it coming. Who are these incompatibilities? Mother? Aunt? Daughter? The last to grow to accountancy. You cross out one of them for every three. What relief it must be to go from those things that you can see. Soon, nothing will soften this rash. Happiness now must be something else, that which spreads within. On paper, everything equals out. Work those arms. Work those arms. Gloves, all the trimmings. Maybe you're a skin engine. Maybe you're just amputating what's lifelike and beyond you. Sure, we make reluctant collars, foster the beautiful, quake in a sea breeze. Sure, we retract when we're naked. Sure, we perfected distance between each other. Preservation makes the woman, or preservation makes the man. What is there to repair? So imagine the Gold Corps buildings downtown. Actually, Gold Corps is, the headquarters is in 666 Burrard, downtown. So if you go down to 666 Burrard, consider the unexpected building, a simultaneous world which even now confronts you with just itself, so indirect, so on the path. You may as well consider the meaning of air, which remained unnoticed prior to its design as the word. Now, let us pursue these suggestions, theories about the concrete, the warmth of the snow outside, a compulsion